Hey everybody, welcome back to the Next Generation podcast. So today I came here deeply annoyed. Just it just comes with the territory in dealing with defending Michael. So I was on YouTube earlier today and there was a video recommended to me or suggested to me on YouTube, and it's from this channel called The Shane Show. And I've never heard of The Shane Show up until today. And it's a podcast. It says The Shane Show is a daily Los Angeles radio show airing between whatever time. The hosts are Shane Powers and Chris Vanger, and they cover topics like entertainment, politics, sports, like trending topics basically. And you know what's the funny thing to me? It's like Michael Jackson's name pops up into random conversations and never for positive. So these two guys are talking about Kanye. I don't know what Kanye has done recently. This video was released on Halloween, so October 31st. So I don't follow Kanye West, but they were talking about Kanye West and how he did something that they don't agree with. And the guy who I'm assuming is Chris Vanger, he says that he still, even though Kanye's an a-hole, he still likes his music and will still listen to his music. And then Shane is like, well, don't you, he was just like, well, doesn't that make you, like, I guess like they're talking about whether or not liking somebody who makes bad decisions, like supporting their music or whatever art form or whatever that they do, does that make you a bad person? It wasn't even that deep of a conversation. And then it just goes into, well, it makes me better than those who listen to Michael Jackson. Like, it's better than that. And then so they're talking about basically whenever they hear his music, they skip it over.
A kid in a movie said that he got on the end of that dude's bed and opened his own butthole.
You can't make that up.
You can't make that up.
That's what you're going to come with if you're lying?
That is...
And this is the thing, right? You claim so much that you care about victims. Like, you're so upset as to what you believe happened to Wade and James. And you're in a sense, you're also mocking what they were saying, because they were saying things like, they had to open their they had to, that they were anally raped and this, that, and the third, and you're kind of making a joke out of it. So to me, it's like, well, then you don't care about the victims either, because you're essentially making fun of what they say happened to them. So you're talking about that, and then they're saying, and then this is the thing, and this is what pisses me off so much about this whole Leaving Neverland thing, is the fact that because Michael is gone and they've made these claims, people are saying whatever they want, and they're making these very unintelligent, very lazy opinions, thoughts, whatever the case may be. They're just making these lazy assumptions, and it's just the fact of, and it's always the people who don't know enough that says the most. And it's honestly becoming tiresome, because it's just like, you can say whatever you want because Michael's not going to come to sue you. He's not here anymore. So that is why you feel so strong and you feel so open and bold about what you're saying, because he can't say anything back. There's not going to be any legal action put against you due to what you said. It's like, come on. And you have this is the thing. When you have a platform, you need to be very aware of the message and the things that you are putting forth. You cannot just say whatever you want, because what I feel is that when you do journalism, you have a duty to put out the truth. You should feel like it's your duty to put out the truth, but many people don't believe that. And that's the thing that pisses me off, is that you feel so strongly about what you're saying, yet there is no evidence to support nor suggest what you're saying is correct. Yeah, these guys, you know, were in a film and claimed that these things happened to them. And then you had the nerve to say that because of how graphic the details were, that it cannot be made up. And this is the thing, what makes you look foolish is the fact that people create these types of stories every single day. There are hundreds and thousands of, especially black men, but we're not even going to get into color right now. There are hundreds and thousands of men and women in jail due to somebody creating such an elaborate story. And the fact that you said that those details could not be made up, first of all, they've had time to get this together. That's one. Two, a lot of the things that they were saying was taken from a book. Then also, the fact that you believe that something like that could not be made up, then what is movies? What are movies? What is movie magic? I'm confused. We read books. We see, you know, a whole bunch of different types of literature, from books to films, of these crazy situations that people create. So because it's so elaborate and just so that you just could not fathom it, like it's the truth. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Before you go on your platform and start to talk about things that you have no knowledge of, because everything that you said was in complete support of those two liars. There was nothing that you said that balanced out the situation. You already made your opinion and you didn't balance anything out. Talking about, oh, those things could not be made up, and then people who don't believe these victims don't have a soul. First of all, most, if not all, of the people who believe that Michael is innocent, they are in real support of justice for any victim. Because if they believe that Michael did this, they'll be dragging his name through the mud if they thought that he did that. All the people, you cannot say pedophile supporters, because these people, these fans, or these researchers fully believe that there was not there's no short of, you know, there's no proof. And then on top of that, they do not believe that any sexual molestation had taken place. That's what they don't believe. So I'm honestly getting tired of this. And the fact that, like, the year is coming to an end and we're still talking about this, and people are still talking as though that they have conducted their research, and you could clearly tell that they haven't. It's pissing me off, and it needs to stop. And I don't care who sends this link over to them in their comment section, their viewers. I don't give two craps, and they could come in this comment section and talk all they want, but you guys look dumb. So that's all I have to say. Until next time, see you later.